Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, to continue with the tarot readings for the groups for 2024, I'm going to be reading for this group for Zero Base 1. So yes, if you enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you feel like it, please do. I appreciate your support. So yeah, let's begin with the cards that they got. We start with the Two of Wands, the Lovers, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And then from the Oracle, they got the card of Mercury in Capricorn, Organization. So I was actually like reflecting a lot about, these readings for 2024 for some groups. I noticed there's some cards that they do repeat themselves. Not the two of wands, but probably the Three of Wands. Um, like I believe that there's something going on with K-pop in 2024. I don't know why I feel it. Uh, Probably for the new groups, there's something about them planning a lot and also like wanting to go farther, like wanting to do more, wanting to expand their potential. But then the energy suddenly stops, and it's all about, being a bit more moderate, being a bit more modest about your effort and not going to like too hard, like doing too much or maybe creating a lot of content. I don't know. It's just I don't know why I feel like it's sort of and in this I don't think that is hiatus. I don't think it means hiatus for groups. But there's something about them just not being that visible at some point. I don't know if it's because they take some weeks off. I don't know, maybe, but there's an absence and there's like a withdrawal of energy. So I'm like, what is going on in 2024? Maybe it's not just K-pop groups. Maybe it's just the entertainment or the industry in general. But it looks slow. I don't know why. But yeah, starting with Zero Base One, I believe that definitely the people that created this group, or maybe the ones that initiated all this process, they really were very ambitious. But I think that they didn't have that. I don't know if it's that they didn't believe or they didn't have like this strong confidence that they would make it or that the group would make it. So there was something about like, okay, let's try for a few months and let's see how it goes. But I'm not quite sure. So there's something about maybe higher ups or people in power being like, yeah, we want to expand our business, but yeah, this is just like a sort of idea. Let's see how they do. Because with the lovers, there's a sense of duality, like, yeah, like we are with you guys, but yeah, you also are on your own. So you do the best you can, you pull out all your charms and all your abilities and all your talents because basically you are in a sort of probation, I would say, to see if they're going to do well. um the lovers, it's like, okay, I'm not sure if you are the product that I'm looking for. There's a sort of duality, like, and then probably also feeling like they were in a sort of test, like, even though maybe, I don't know if, I don't remember exactly where they come from, Zero Base One, because I know that it's a new group. I don't know much about them, but there's this feeling of like, people sort of like selecting them and being like, okay, now you go and do you. Like, yeah, you done well, like the gates are open for the group, but yeah, you guys go and just, I don't know, make like work your magic and just go and get fans, or work for your fandom, or work towards creating your fandom. There's something about them just letting them loose, there's a lot of words of motivation, I would say, for these guys. Probably they have a management that is very good with words and is very good with being very straightforward with the guys. I mean, like, okay, guys, yeah, you done well. Yeah, from now on, you're going to face certain challenges. So we wish you the best and go and be the best. Something like this. But also I think that the company, or probably the people that manages them, are also very straightforward about their plans. Like, they sort of let the guys know that they are watching. That they, even though they do not pressure the guys to achieve something, they are sort of waiting for the guys to sort of show what they got, like, show me that you really want to be here, or that you really are the best, like you said you were the best. So it's sort of like motivating them to do their part, like, okay, show me with actions and show me with results that you are really good and that you deserve to be in this group or in this industry. So I sort of see the management being very, I would say, a bit aggressive, very daring, sort of daring the guys, like, can you do this? Like, can you work under pressure? Something like this, very challenging, but at the same time, I think that it paid off, because in the middle we have the free of ones. So there's something about them sort of, them probably having this faith in the guys, but also like letting them to be by themselves, probably, like, okay, it's time for you to shine, so do what you do best, and show me what you got. With the free of ones, I think that they were a bit hesitant at the beginning. They didn't actually, they weren't that sure about investing in the guys. They were like, yeah, they're good, but yeah, let's see how they do. Let's see how it goes. Sort of like, if it doesn't go well, we can back down, or we can just like come up with an idea and just walk away. There's something about like them being a bit on the defensive. I mean, like, okay, if this group doesn't work, we can just leave. Which I don't know if that's possible, but there was like a sort of like threat, like, okay, you guys better do well, because otherwise we're going to let you go, or something like that. I don't know. Are they in some kind of probation or something like that, or trial? I don't know. Like, it feels weird. Um, but yeah, with the free of ones in the middle, definitely, I think that probably the people that manages them, and also the audience, is reacting very good. Is reacting very well. Is reacting better to the group. Probably they are gaining a lot of attention. They are gaining a lot of popularity. I see their efforts paying off. So definitely, I can see the guys like expanding their success, and doing more and being more visible, and being out there, and just people talking about them. I believe they have the potential to grow and expand in 2024. I definitely see it. I definitely see it. Also, they have the Seven of Pentacles, so there's something about them working all the time with themselves, being like, okay, like, it's just that I think that the guys feel like they already had mastered a few things, like they don't feel like rookies. So, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's something like, okay, I have to sort of behave like a rookie and wait, and have patience. And probably the guys, some of them are not that patient, actually. They want to go straight to action. They want to go and experience, like, you know big exposure, or just, even going to doing a concert or something like that. Something huge, something magnificent, I would say, because probably they do have the drive and the passion to do this. But also the Seven of Pentacles is like, wait, you just started, like, wait, like, don't get too much in your heads, don't get too ambitious, because you're just starting. And also with the high priestess, again, this is, when I start to see the energy, probably for the other half of the year, sort of slowing down when it comes to them. And with the high priestess, I have this feeling, I don't know, maybe if you are a fan of the group, um, is it possible that they have, like, I know there are other groups, but is it possible that there's other groups that could copy what they do? What Zero Base One does? Is it possible? Because there's something about them with the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I got this strong vibe of, they have to somehow learn to be a bit more secretive. Because I feel like there's the potential of them working really hard on something, and just someone stealing the idea from them, and some other group releasing it before they do. So this is why I think that when you get too passionate, and when you want to do things, when you are so spontaneous, because definitely I see from all these ones that the guys are all about action and performance and just showing themselves. They are also very competitive. They are not afraid to be out there. They have a lot of energy. So these are not people that are going to sit around and wait for the results. They want to get involved, they want to be seen. But I think that probably they are exposing themselves a lot. And I don't know if maybe they are talking to other people that are from other groups, or just like, spilling the tea about certain things about their groups, inner circle. And I think that this actually is not, it can slow their success a bit. I don't see conflict. I don't see conflict. But I think that if they're working on something huge, they should learn to be a bit much more reserved about it. Because there's something about here with the high priestess is like, you should know how to keep a secret. I think that probably it also has to do with them learning to be a bit more mysterious, and not getting comfortable with, oh, I'm friends with so and so, and I'm talking with so and so. That actually, if I don't know why, but there's something about, I don't know why I see it like a sort of advice, and I don't know if this is true, and if it actually happens like this. But with the high priestess, there's like a lesson, and I think that what I'm sensing is that usually the groups that are the most successful ones are the ones that keep to themselves, or are the ones that they just hang out with their members, or they just hang out with their staff, or they just don't talk to other groups. I don't know why I get that this is the message of the high priestess. That sometimes, being that outgoing or being that available, like, you know, because maybe you are like, oh, but this is good, like me being friends with someone from other group and just like hanging out. I am young, I want to hang out with people of my age. But also with the high priestess, there's like a strong message of like, you could be sharing too much, and there's a potential of someone stealing their ideas. Or it's not about the stealing, probably it's about copying. So I think that probably when it comes to Zero Base One, I don't know if this is a potential reality of them being compared to other group and people not knowing how to tell them apart. I don't know if they debuted at the same time, I don't know. But there's something about them having to work really hard to differentiate themselves. And the best way to do this, to differentiate themselves, because obviously the talent and the great people in the group, they have it. But I think that they should be a bit much more reserved. because in here I don't see, I don't see them like having a benefit for hanging out with others or being friends with others or being associated with other people. I think that there's something about them, having to focus more on themselves and what they can do, and that's it. Just focus on working on yourself and wait for the results, and that's it. Do not go and share or spill the tea, with others, because it seems like they have to be by themselves, like, and a bit isolated, and a bit recluded, I would say. And it's not about not, not interacting with others, but the high priestess is all about, like, you have to be a mystery, you have to be a bit more mysterious, you have to get people guessing. This is what I, with the high priestess, I was like, maybe, they will have a situation where they will sort of be advised to get out of the spotlight a bit, because the high priestess is like, okay, like, I'm sort of hidden, I'm sort of choosing to remain a mystery or anonymous, so people cannot guess what we are about or what we are doing. There's something about them becoming a bit more secretive after something gets spoiled, probably. But yeah, with also the card of organization, Mercury in Capricorn. There's something about the guys, honestly, with these Capricorn placements. They do have the means, they do have the talent, they do have, the seeds to grow, they do have the potential, they have everything. It's just that probably what they need is a better organization. What they need is a stronger foundation, and probably it also has to do with the leaders. It also has to do with the leaders, because organization, we can take the keyword organization as, as this way of you organizing your matters, but also we can see it as an enterprise. We can see it as an institution, the organization, the institute, the company, probably the company or the organization that is in charge of them also needs to work better. Probably there's something about them being, too, trying to be like very independent, and trying to sort of like, let the guys free, or let the guys do what they want to do, or, just encouraging the guys to embrace, originality and spontaneity and everything, but they are not taking care of the guys properly, because there are some things that they don't know. There are some there are some things, about some interactions, and some things that maybe they need to know ahead of time, so that there are certain protocols. So I think that also the organization or the company, they should, sort of start acting more like a strong support for the guys, instead of letting them, just, okay, you go and do because the guys are very young, and obviously there are some things that they don't know. With the high priestess, there's something about them. There are some secrets, there are some things hidden, so there's some things that the guys don't know, that could probably lead to mistakes or misunderstandings in their career, that could also lead them to sort of having to hide for a while. So I think that this has to do with this company, sort of getting more Saturnian, more Capricorn, more stable, and sort of a bit more harsh on the guys. Not harsh, but a bit more like serious. There's something about this group needs to be managed, but by much more serious people. Like, really, I don't know if their CEOs are young, or they just are wild in their way of managing things, that that is like, okay, wherever you go and do you know, and somehow the guys feel a bit lost sometimes. Like definitely they have people in that group that definitely have probably experiences when it comes to being on the spotlight or being in the entertainment business, but nevertheless this is like a new field, so they need a structure. They need, like sort of the head of the department or the head of the company, or just, someone reliable, someone that is like, okay, guys, this is your routine. This is how we're going to do things, but yeah, a bit of a stability for these guys, please, because then things can get confusing, and then there could be some unexpected things coming out, and the guy's just not knowing what to do with this. There's something with the high priestess. There's some things that probably they don't know and that are revealed later, or just and the guy's feeling like, okay, I don't know how I made this mistake, but it seems like I was fooled, or I was blind and I didn't see it and I didn't recognize it. So yeah, they need a stronger foundation. They need like the CEOs. They definitely need to get a bit more serious about the guys. Definitely. But yeah, if they actually make it, if they get this organization to start working for real and actually like be more focused and having like a plan, there's a lot of potential in here for more growing, for more growth. There's a lot of potential. Definitely there is. The talent is there. It's just that there's some small details that they have to look out for. Definitely. Yeah, guys, this is all I have for them. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.